Texas Chainsaw Massacre is a 2022 movie directed by David Blue Garcia, written by Chris Thomas Devlin, with a story by Fede Alvarez and Rodo Sagayas, based on characters created by Kim Henkel and Toby Hooper, starring Sarah Yarkin, Elsie Fisher, Mark Burnham, Jacob Lattimore, Mo Dunford, Olin Foray, Jessica Alain, Nell Hudson, Alice Krieg, William Hope, Jolan Coy, Sam Douglas, and John Larroquette. Produced by Fede Alvarez, Pat Cassidy, Ian Henkel, Kim Henkel, Rhoda Sagares, Shitoda Shimawasa, with a line producing by Ilya Satrav and SVP post-production done by Valery Fuegarvarez. With music by Colin Stetson, cinematography by Ricardo Diaz, film editing by Christopher S. Capp, casting by Chelsea Ellis Bloch, Jesse Forst, Mauricio Roncail, and Mariana Stanjevka. With production design by Michael Perry, set decoration by Asen Bozlov and Julia Strander, costume design by Ogol Mikishkovka, makeup department with the key makeup artist Anna Andreeva, Leatherface designer and supervisor Martin Atz, makeup effects technician Dan Crawley, additional makeup artist Iva Denchika, hairstylist Jennifer Harvey, key makeup stylist Donna Zhmachka, another makeup artist Ishlas Podrutka, another hairstylist Yana Platanga, another hairstylist Yana Stoleva, and the wig maker, of course, Greta Vilaka. With production management by Sasha Raychev, third assistant director of Margarita Anavi, scheduling assistant directing by Sean Griffin, second assistant directing by Monica Hruska, first assistant directing by Anthony Tanev, third assistant directing by Kristina Tomishka, character design by Ishan Bugu, props by Joe Cash, art department coordination by Gringena Dalalava, set dressing by Daniel Amart, standby props by Martin Ginchev. The property master, of course, was the one and only Moskov Mazgav. Set design by Yasiev Midalovka. Standby set dresser was, of course, the legendary Yulian Selenov. Foley art by Leslie Bloom. Sound effects editing by Christopher Bonez. Re-recording mix technician by Tom Burns. The dialogue AD supervisor was Ryan Cole. The Foley mixer was Ryan Colison. ADR mixer Greg Crawford. Foley artist again Joanna Fang. Another Foley editor, not artist, Laura Hinzinger. The supervising sound editor, sound designer was, of course, P.K. Hooker. The production sound mixer was, of course, Peter Kravlev. The re-recording editor mixer, that was Tom Marks. The sound effects editor, that was Ken McGill. Foley mixer, Connor Nagy. The re-recording mixer, Greg Orloff. We got two ADR mixers in Jameson Rab and Jeffrey Roy. A sound effects editor and Alec Rebay. A boom operator, Nikolay Sabjev. The international mixer was, of course, Nick Seaman. The Foley supervising editor was, of course, Usley Sands. Another ADR mixer, Mike Tahani. The sound effects editor was Matt Yukum, and the assistant ADR engineer was, of course, done by Jeremy Zosum. Special effects by Ludmil Ivnov. Special effects makeup done by Ludov Niklov, and more special effects makeup done by Sofia Rokova. Visual effects. The ditch matte painter from Mr. X was Dylan Baltonovsky. The lighter was Gilana Kazabat. The compositing supervisor was Odolov Kazanga. Visual effects production manager for Mr. X Inc. was Nick Colandrel. Assistant lead for Mr. X, Bernard Kumar Das. The VFX editorial assistant was Ian Ferrelli. The visual effects artist was Hazel Gallo. The animation supervisor was Martin Hazink. Video graphics was done by Chris Kiefer. VFX standing wrangler on set was Nikola Karav. Visual effects production manager over at Mr. X was Sharon Kumar. Visual effects artist was Jarlif Langenbach. Lead digital asset artist was Mr. X was Mariano Mandalzuga. Digital compositor, Alan Millen. The in-house VFX compositor was, of course, the legendary Matt V. Parenti. Assets artist for Mr. X was Panja E. Patel. Another compositor for Mr. X, Arka Ray. We got Chris Ridovo doing the visual effects supervising, Arden Stoltz being our VFX coordinator, Rakesh Taut being our lead lighting artist, and, of course, Alexei Chazla as a visual effects artist. For stunts, we have Franco Cortez, Zarada Machka, Tia Markova, Ivan Nozhevka, Radoslav Parnav, Victor Rangelo, Reni Sermana, Desi Slavka, Stanimir Stomatov, Kirill Todava, Vasil Yodanov. In the camera and electrical department, we have the head technician of Theodore Lesnar, still photographer Yana Balaja, key grip was Miroslav Borisov, electrician Ishmael Faton, best boy was Nikola Marovka, B camera second assistant camera Antolo Nakava, the A cam first assistant camera is Borilan Pazavka, Hershlo Prekka was the data manager, the A camera second assistant was Shavra Shma, B camera operator / Steadicam operator Slavan Stolshev. The B cam first assistant camera B camera was Miroslav Strolovlav. The electrician was Valentine Turnirovka. And another gaffer was, of course, Yavor Zarevka. In the casting department, we had Mayank Bader as a casting associate, Jessica Mescal as the casting associate, and, of course, Tidovzar Shlemov as the extras casting. The costume supervising was done by Peter Shivkov. In the music department, as our musical supervisor, we have Peter Afterman. As our musical coordinator, we have Jane Barry. Matt Combs, of course, helped provide additional violins and contrabasses. Our another musical supervisor was Allison Litton. Another music producer was Ryan Bullet Shields. Our supervising music editor was the legendary Andrew Silver. And, of course, who played the rest of the instrument was Colin Stetson. The script supervising was done by Maria Doshav. And some voice acting provided by Daniel Book, Patty Connolly. Our UK cast and crew payroll accountant was Mike DeSeuss. Our COVID coordinator was Victoria Havel. Another voice actor was David Hakel. The legal assistant, the legal advisor in Bulgaria was, of course, done by Kristina Kamarota. The COVID safety PA was Andrei Kirkov. Production accountant Kopovia was Lily Lashevka. A content protection executive was, of course, Cody Lazaire. 3 more voice actors in Katie McKellen, Andrew Morgado, and Aaron Miles. The production finance coordinator was Julianne Polsicki. A stand-in for Sarah Yarkin was Ryan Oranjovla. A voice actor again, Mark Sussman, when the Mark is sus, of course. The assistant production coordinator was done by Christina Taranska. And a few more here. The most important, of course, was the creative lead in Alexei Charlievska. We also have a body double of Elsie Fisher, was, of course, Joanna Isabella Vabana. And one final, a voice actor of Alana Lepster, Alana J. Webster. That is the cast and crew of Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2022. Now, what did I think of the movie? I thought it sucked.
I slid my ticket across the table and I said, "Sorry guys, I gotta see about a girl."